A grim situation is developing in a Ukrainian town that's putting hundreds of children in danger.
Yeah, 2 orphanages in the town of Mykolaiv in southern Ukraine could be cut off from government funding as Russian forces close in around the area. The lack of resources could lead to a dire food shortage. Mark Davis is the founding director of Abundance International, which runs the 2 orphanages, and he joins us now from Ukraine. Mark, good morning. First, thank you so much for being with us in these tough times. And just first, tell us, how are you? How are the children in these 2 orphanages doing right now?
Thank you for asking, letting us share the story, because the story of the orphans has been missing over the last months leading up into the story. And right now there's a lot of fear, confusion. Imagine the trauma for the orphanages we work with. Are 0 to 4 years old, and a third of them are special needs, disabled, Down syndrome kids, which cannot understand what the noises are, but more the trauma of them being ushered down to a bomb shelter to have to sit every time the sirens go off. And the doctors who help run the facilities are assuring that we'll give them psychological care afterwards, but it's not right. These kids don't deserve that. And immediately when we saw this happening, I put together with Adam Lyons, who does business planning, a way to try to expand the help here and across to other orphanages. So what we're doing at abundanceinternational.org is taking donations from people who love and care and want to see these kids cared for. We are finding resources because this orphanage here, we're down to 1 week of food supplies left. And we scrambled, and God bless the people here. They were so helpful. The grocery stores were helpful. They let us go to the front of the lines. We're finding it, and now we're getting requests all across the country, and we're trying to give aid because these places can't leave. People keep asking us, can't you get the kids out of the country? I go, how do you take kids with disabilities who are on critical medical attention in bus rides in war zones? We have to be able to survive until the roads are clear, until it's safe to do something else. Here you've seen the video. This is the bomb shelter, an entire orphanage brought down here. These kids don't understand it. And in the audio, you'd hear the crying. And God bless the nurses and the nannies for just trying to be that calm, loving voice down here. And I want to thank everybody. The outpouring of love, the giving that's been happening at abundanceinternational.org has been tremendous. And it's making a difference. And we are able to get the money right now to the orphanages. I can use my debit card to buy things. And until the banking system gets shut off, we have a window of time to get as much aid as we can to these kids who really can't leave. They're here stuck in a war zone, and we need to care for them.
God bless everyone who's helping right now. Mark, is there Ukrainian support nearby? And do you have any indication that Russian forces are anywhere near where you are?
Of course. And again, I'm not going to get into the military thing. I'm just going to tell you what I see. For the last 4 days in a row, we've had sirens, we've had explosions, we've had active conflict, we've had death, we've had military people. The Russians have not taken the city. I have not personally seen any of them. I've not personally seen any tanks, but there are plenty of videos of people who've been watching the battles and trying to keep them back as more of the fighting has happened in the neighboring city of Kherson, where we also have an orphanage, and that entire orphanage is having to live in the basement of a church.
Oh, it's just haunting to hear you say, if you could hear the audio on this video, we would hear these children crying. Mark, tell us sort of what your plan is, because I think it might also sort of illuminate kind of what a lot of people who are stuck are thinking. You are caring for these children who cannot leave, as you point out, due to the medical care that they need in this facility. They can't be in a bus for days, stopping on dangerous highways. But what ultimately are the people of Ukraine thinking right now? Is it to be in these bomb shelters and to, as you use the word, survive currently through this attack, and then it would be to leave? What are you thinking? What is your plan for these children?
Honestly, the best thing, even for those who've evacuated and are in Poland, a lot of the Ukrainians go, I just want the dust to settle to come back home. People love Ukraine. They love their cities. They're very patriotic. There's no reason for these kids to have to go anywhere else. Now, I do have another breaking story where one of the children has been approved for adoption, and the mother was 2 months away from coming and picking it up, and she's paranoid and freaked out. How is my child doing? And they're separated from this child they're about to adopt. So there are many things that will happen, but right now we've got to get past this immediate crisis, the immediate war, and see what's on the other side. But the honest answer is, if we can keep supporting these, they're given amazing, wonderful medical care, loving environments, and a good start at life right here. And then the hopes of, because of people like you helping to get the word out, we will have, when the dust settles, more people wanting to adopt these beautiful babies and give them good homes.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.